Boom. We are live, folks. It's a Tuesday night, and we are live again. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and we are all set. We are spring breaking tonight. The boys and girls are in their beach wear. We got a little football. We got some barbecue. We got things going on. It is spring breaking. Us two pretty faces are going to bring you through the next couple hours of wrestling. So make sure you strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk all about this. Your alternative commentary starts now. Let's go. Oh, I didn't even hit the button. Ding, ding, ding. We are live. We are live. We are live and back at it again, folks. Like I said, we are the Wrasslin for Life Network, your favorite place to get your wrestling coverage. And we are here live and doing what we do best. Dabicato's chasing somebody, but we'll get into all that. NXT Spring Breaking tonight, your alternative commentary. The wrestling friends you can't get in your real life are here and live. And if you don't know, just in case, like his t-shirt reminded me, now you know. I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, the man that just won't go away and can't turn down a party. And I am joined by this man.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight KJ White. I am Big Nick, and yes, we've got Carmelo Hayes versus Grayson Waller for the NXT Championship. We've got a triple threat for the NXT Women's Championship, and you've got us two beautiful bastards to guide you through.
Here we go. And I mean, parts of my country got snow today. So
see, this should be your favorite date. It's April 25th. It's a nice day. It's not too hot and not too cold. You could wear a light jacket.
Right? Well, fuck.
And if you get that, we can be friends.
Listen, I would be happy to see some palm trees right now. So if anybody wants to hit me up with some funds to get somewhere tropical, I'm all for it. I hear that's a thing.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel though that we're getting this kind of intro for Spring Breaking, which is like every straight to DVD Walmart bin, college campus movie, but it's giving you the previews for the matches that we're getting tonight of. They throw it into a segue for this match. They throw it into a segue for that match.
Yeah,
so we even had a Wendy Chu spotting.
We did. Wendy Chu was still hanging out in her PJs. Lazy lady.
Well, if you're camping out, she's got to play the silly sorority girl.
Yeah. Well, oh look, the coolers, some beach chairs, same place though, just different colors.
Right.
Steve,
what up? Oops, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, Steve, what up? Hey, yo,
hey.
What? Blake, what up? Unbroken, what up? Jordan, what up? Richard out here spreading all the hot takes here, the rumors. Mike, what up? Kenneth, what up? Tiffany, what up? Steven, what up? Everybody's filing in because you gotta, it's nothing but a party up in here. It's spring breaking as we're getting a trunk match, the first ever trunk match to kick off spring breaking.
Yeah, right. I don't think I've ever seen a trunk match. They might have had trunk matches. Maybe they had different names.
No, it's the first ever. You haven't seen it because they don't exist. You got the good paisans out here. You got the family out here.
Right. Now, that opening bit there was very, like, it screamed WWE. Like, if somebody wanted to define WWE in kind of one motion, that skit did very well with it. Like, your tag champions are in like swimwear with their belts on their shoulder at the barbecue.
Well, I do like it. This is a bit like their whole SummerSlam-ish. Their Bash at the Beach. Their I can kind of dig. Oh, as we're getting a shot of the old school. Literally, this looks like a fucking car that was used in casino.
Right. I'm waiting for Dick Tracy to show up. Where's Dick Tracy?
Oh my God! I'm so glad you know that.
Oh my God, you couldn't get away from that in like
flat top,
like 90, 91 or whatever with Madonna.
I have introduced the missus to the audio tapes because I remember having that on cassette.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, as we take a trip down memory lane, what in the Rudy Blue Hell is Pretty Deadly coming out here with? But so who do you have in this match, folks? Who do you got in the Mob Hitman, the Sopranos version of an ambulance match? with Tony D'Angelo and Half Stacks versus Pretty Deadly in all of their greatest cowgirl outfits?
That's a phenomenal question on this one. I think Tony D needs the win, and it may be the last time you see Pretty Deadly on NXT.
Well, that's the overarching question, I feel, is how many people tonight is this their last time that we see them on NXT with the draft starting on Friday? Pretty Deadly is somebody that's very much been rumored. Braun's somebody that's been rumored. Christ, people have thrown out Carmelo, who's currently the champion.
Hey, 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 goodbye.
PD get put in the bucket or put in the trunk. I don't know why I said bucket.
Yeah, half in the bucket.
There you go. I agree with that pick. That's what I'm taking. I got to pick the Pisons. Of course, I'm out here. Biggie shirt, repping NY and everything. I'm literally looking like Biggie, so I got to 100% pick the mob.
The mob. I mean, and again, it is a trunk match. It would kind of feel silly. I mean, I think if Tony D and Half Stack lose, I really think that they're not going anywhere fast. They might be taking a step backwards. This is
they've been on the back foot here.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, should they just be called the HBI instead of the FBI? The half-blooded Italians,
right? And why couldn't they replace? Why couldn't they get a third? Why couldn't they find another, relatively Italian person to get in there?
Giovanni Vinci.
Well, he's busy. He's pretending to be German.
Yeah, no, exactly. As Tony throws Half Stack into Franz or Hans in the corner there into a cannonball. Tony and Stacks for the win.
Oh, I do like that move,
though. Tomorrow for Dynamite, we'll make it 4. What are we talking about, Blake?
Make what 4?
I have watched 3 straight Wrasslin for Life streams. I appreciate you. Right. I've been here. Well, I was going to say, I've been here for X amount, and you've been here for X amount more.
Right. 4 straight, though. We appreciate that. And I know some of our 4 lifers out there have been here for like.
They're like, you just did 4. You just knew blood.
You just knew. But no, we appreciate every minute, folks. We are inching towards 1.7. We are getting to 2K at a quick time pace. So again, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help us out. We're hitting milestone after milestone after milestone, guys.
Still just barely over a year and still just taking over the globe, Pinky, because that's what we do every night. Absolutely be a friend, tell a friend. And I know the comment section's already filling up as we've got the first match going on. I will remind everybody we do have the super chat, the super stickers. If you want to make sure you get your point across, if you want to talk about anything from Monday Night Raw, like CM Punk being there, or that awful WWE Championship, you can let us know with the super chat, or if you just want to help support the channel. Let's get back to where we're at. Mania 1.75. Oh, so you're taking out that last quarter there with Roman and Cody.
Mania 1.75.
All right. Tony D has a ton of upside, says Small Mark, as
we're taking a table to the back. Sorry.
Right now I've got,
you're a couple seconds ahead.
I've got boogie boards and wheelbarrows. Oh my. Now I've got that would have been homicide on screen because Tony D'Angelo was about to take a crowbar straight to Franz's head there, I feel.
We got an NXT boogie board.
Well, we've got we can't have the Kevin Nash, like cannonball into the pool spot. So we've got the backdrop into the ball pit spot.
Backdrop into, I mean, it's kind of cute.
We just had a running senton with an NXT boogie board.
See, this is what I feel like NXT stayed away from in Black and Gold days, where it like all the takeovers and such, like they tried to keep everything really serious.
All that's missing, honestly, with this, while we are in our first commercial break, by the way, folks, all that's missing is if they had this. You remember when WCW did the Bash at the Beach and they had the stage out on the actual water and everything like that?
Yeah, man.
That's what this is missing. If you had
get up
and
there.
Dimes just sat there and boogie board, cannonball, dropped onto Pretty Deadly that are sitting there, in the pool and everything, I would have fucking popped. I think a good chunk of the audience would have as well, versus they're doing it like their kids at a fucking Burger King that their dad's not watching because they're in the ball pit.
Right. You mean an overweight Joe Pesci? Where'd we go? Oh, there you go.
What are you trying to say about me? What? Am I funny to you? Funny like a clown? Do I make you laugh?
Do I amuse you? I like this comment here, Nick.
Wrasslin for Life is great when I can watch WWE. Well, we're here covering anything and everything, not just WWE. We're here covering AEW, NWA, XPW, GCW, BCW. You name a wrestling promotion out there, I'm pretty sure we've watched and been live for one of their shows. And if not, half the time, we pop on this, that, or third, and we find something.
If we don't cover it, it's probably not wrestling.
Well, like we say all the time, though, the wrestling may suck, but we never do.
That's a true story.
Right.
But we're rolling along here. We're in the first commercial, folks. So if you haven't made a prediction, we do take predictions on every match. So let us know who you're taking between Pretty Deadly and the HBI, as you called them.
The HBI. Well, you can't gimmick infringement on the FBI, even though I thought WWE might have owned that trademark. But so do we want to get into this Hoffle Championship real quick?
Are we going to go back there?
To me, if you have two world champions,
I love it.
You don't have a world champion. It goes back a little bit to that mindset.
But this is the argument.
I get that's part of why I think it's ugly, outside of the fact that it looks like it was made out of Cadbury egg fucking leftover wrappers.
You ain't got no alibi. I'm listening.
Go ahead.
Man, okay, first and foremost, I like it. I like it. I think it's all right. I'm okay with it. I think they could have done something better with the W in the front to tone it down a bit. But when you see it under the lighting and it kind of it's not so silver, it kind of fluctuates into black. I kind of like it. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard some people that think it's outstanding. I've heard some people that think it's shit.
Well, no, I know I'm very much in the minority. I feel like even from our poll and other polls that I've seen and everything, seems to be getting a outcry of people seem to be okay with it. To me, it looks like it's constantly out of focus when it's under that light and everything. Everything looks blurry. To me, like I said, it looks like it's made out of Cadbury egg fucking wrappers. You can't see any sort of the detail or anything like that. Like I know the homie Big Ray and everything, like we pulled it up on stream and everything last night to where we had it to you could try and see the details within it and everything. When it's under the lights and everything like that, like how they dim the lights for how they try and do it like UFC of fighting out of this corner and fighting out of that corner for a championship fight, that belt's going to look horrible. Outside of my view already, like I said, of part of why it's ugly to me is because of the connotation behind it.
Well, I think we're going to get used to it either way. It's just one of those things. I hate the big W's, but you kind of just get used to them.
Those look clean, though. Those look clean. As we've got
we're
going to get football and groin as we're back from commercial.
Yeah, we are.
We got Charlie Brown to where Franz there or Hans just punted half stack in the face.
Now, the other side of the thing that you brought up, or this belt situation, I'm a little confused with. Kicked him in the face instead. All right. But sorry, I had to pause.
I have to just do the Arnold voice here of, because we've got the balls everywhere. Look what I have for you. A nice shiny ball. You want to trade?
Want to trade?
He's got two. And if anyone can quote that movie, we can be friends. Or tell me what movie I was quoting.
A little bit of Sinbad. I'm not missing out.
Never missed out on Kazam.
But so the other big side of this thing is now everyone's kind of shitting on the idea of a second champion.
Stacks into a chair in the corner as he was trying to get doing again that cannonball toss into Franz there.
They are fucking laying it out though. Nice opening match.
Like I said, this has a premium live event. Like I'm surprised this is on a Tuesday and not on a Saturday. The way that this card's set up. I
don't like that though. That punch is terrible.
But sorry, I keep cutting you off for you.
No, shit's happening. We got to talk about the action, and then we'll get there. Oh, This is my favorite Pretty Deadly match since they've left NXT UK.
Fair enough.
They haven't done much. I mean, I know they had the belts, but I didn't even like when they got the belts. I was like, eh.
Fair enough. And so I will ask you the side question because I'm looking at our YouTube video and I see comments coming in, but I don't see them in our chat. Is that just me or is that just you?
No, that's both of us. You hang tight for a second.
Absolutely. I'll rock out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do a little game because I noticed the number doesn't match either. So
fair enough.
I'm looking at everyone, folks. We're not ignoring you.
Trust me, I know we talk a lot. It's literally we just can't see you. They're trying to hide us from you.
Right? They're trying to keep us from our peeps, but give us a second. But you can keep talking, Mr. Nick. And
absolutely, I can keep talking about this Hoffel belt and everything like that. And I'm sure everybody's just raging at my statements here in the comment section. Is we're getting bleeped words now, but we got a double suplex on Tony D'Angelo on top of a trash can. So half stacks the Michael in this situation. Just getting left hung out to dry here with Pretty Deadly. But I do think that they're better suited on they need to be honestly the maximum male models. They need to be 100% wherever they are. They should have been that faction from the get-go. That 100% to me fits their whole gimmick. Is Hashtags getting carried off? So now do we have to get both competitors into the boot here in the trunk or just one? So it's just one. Or so you have to get both, but so now we've got one eliminated as Half Stacks has been thrown in the trunk, and so he's got a fire extinguisher. Yeah, because that's what you always keep in the trunk of your car. But sure. I was waiting. I was about to say, crowbar to the goddamn face on Franz there. Someone check on that man as he's in the trunk now. And double back body drop through the hashtag not sponsored water bottles. As now we're carrying Hans over to the trunk. So it looks like we're going to get Tony and Hashtags winning. And yes, we do, folks. So the HBI, the half-blooded Italians, because they can't call them the full-blooded Italians, pick up the win over Pretty Deadly. So that might be the last image that we see of Pretty Deadly is them in the trunk of an unused car from Casino, I feel. That was honestly that was a match, like I said, I'm surprised with the way that this card's laid out and everything with what we've got going on this card. That this isn't on a Saturday night, that this is on a Tuesday night. And by the way, again, folks, for those reminders of, apparently on our end of what we're using as a streaming platform of, technical difficulties, or at least on my end, I know y'all are commenting, y'all are probably tearing me apart in the comments here, but I can't see any of it, unfortunately. But and they're riding off with Pretty Deadly in the trunk. So that's a cool shot. Again, I like this this feels like their new version of takeovers. Like I said, this is just to me missing that. Hi, Tiffany. The center of the WWE universe will be atop of the women's division. But all this is missing is just going complete old school. If we're going to halfway pay homage to Big Goldie there with that new World Heavyweight Championship, just give me this ring around a floating pool like they did at Bash at the Beach in WCW, and I'll be happy. But how fitting, though, would it be for, in honor of Mean Girls, with it being April 25th of, it's your favorite date. It's not too cold, not too hot. Perfect day for a light jacket. That someone like Tiffany Stratton wins the NXT Women's Championship. As I've got Duke and Andre Chase backstage right now in the Chase U War Room. I know we're around not only the WWE draft, but the NFL draft as well. But could this be the end of Chase U though as well, or do we maybe just move the Chase U show over to Monday Night Raw or something like that? Because they've been a damn staple of NXT, and Duke Hudson's been out there trying to call out for a match between him and Braun. He's actually gotten himself over with this whole. I'm waiting, honestly, at this point, and I'll say this as an early prediction. I'm waiting for the day that Duke Hudson is NXT World Champion, because this man has gotten himself over much like his almost doppelganger counterpart of Wade Barrett with the "I've got bad news for you" with this whole, Chase U gimmick. But I am getting a advertisement right now for the draft, and actually I know what I'm going to try and do here, so bear with me. But yeah, so we are in our second commercial break right now, folks. But that's what I'm going to do. This way I can read your comments, but I can't pull them up.
Well, there we go. I stopped him mid talk, but he's going to refresh and see if he can get that back online. I got everyone. Oh no, it stopped again. Son of a bitch. All right. So the last thing I got was Bobby saying sorry he was late. It's all good, Bobby. Hope you're doing well. Driving pretty deadly to the main roster. I agree with Dale here. Are you back or did you not go yet? Mello wins, Waller drafted, Indy wins, Roxanne drafted, Tony wins, PD drafted, Cora wins, Braun wins, gets drafted, and Bar Rescue loses. All right. Mello, I think, is going to win. Could we get shocked and Waller win this and Mello get drafted? Who's more likely to get drafted, Waller or Carmelo? Pardon me. Braun definitely wins. Bar Rescue, meh. We'll see what happens. That triple threat's going to be really good with Roxanne. I could see Roxanne winning. Maybe. We'll see. Waller, Cora, Braun wins. Who else do we say? Bar Rescue. I could see Pretty Deadly jumping to SmackDown. They might be a good fit depending on the energy. I agree with Nick. Put them with Maximum Male Models. You got Otis. You got Pretty Deadly. It seemed like a good fit. And Pretty Deadly might actually add some legitimate charisma. What I think they should do is have like a tag match, put Maximum Male Models in it, and then have Pretty Deadly come out, jump them, and Maxine lets them know that sayonara, you guys suck. I don't think Braun goes without his girl. I don't think Cora's ready, guys. I don't think Cora is ready. She will become Shotzi Blackheart. She will become who I think might go back to NXT, by the way. She will become Tegan Knox. She will become an afterthought. She will be Cora Jade. And I don't think she's ready. She needs some time in developmental. Her promo isn't strong. Her wrestling isn't great. I actually think Tiffany is a better wrestler than Cora. Are you back? Is it working? All right.
So you're a fan of the Tiffany Epiphany? I see.
I think she's a better wrestler than Cora Jade. And to learn that, very much like Matt Riddle, Tiffany's gimmick is Tiffany. What can you do? 1 second.
Fair enough. Swapping out, but absolutely, folks. What do we got here? Steven says Tony and Stacks taking Pretty Deadly to swim with the fishes. No, well, they're going to be up there when the Sharks, I feel, up on the main roster. I like the idea of Waller getting drafted without winning the NXT title. It'd be a fun story arc. He is always chasing a title, but never wins until a future Mania. Fair enough. One he also did have that whole feud with AJ Styles, So once he comes back from his ankle injury, what if we maybe run that back And what is going on with Booker T's chair here? Because I know this man is is like a big dude like me, and he looks like he's like sitting on the floor here. But I've got, so we're getting Andre Chase versus Bron Breakker coming up next, folks. So let me know your predictions for this. Whether you're taking Andre Chase, whether you go and Chase you, or whether you're taking Braun, and maybe is this again the last time that we see Bron Breakker on NXT? This man 100% has main roster vibes on him. I initially long prediction ago thought he was going to be the one to take the belt off Roman, and still I guess maybe at this point he could be. But just call him Rex Steiner, and 100% he's over like Rover, I feel, if he goes to the main roster, especially he's out there sounding like Scott, everything. Just let him, his first promos, Steiner Maths promo, something like that. The Smart Mark fans will eat it up. But let me know who you're taking, folks. I think my chat's still frozen on my end, so I might have to try and pull that up here. Oh, so we're already underway of Andre Chase coming in like a house of fire here. Oh, and we that's how you know Braun's heel, because he's got the all black singlet. Oh, does anyone, but would this not be a detriment to Braun, I feel, if he loses to Andre Chase outside of Duke Hudson gets involved and then Braun staying down at least for another match to get him and Duke going at it? But oh, am I the only one that to me, well, there I got it at least on this end, that Braun Breakker gives me Goldberg vibes, like when he was out there fighting, you know, or having matches with Hugh Morris and insert WCW jobber name here. Jack, you can kindly piss off, my guy. But Damien, are you intrigued by new superstar Obafemi? It's still a bit of wait and see here. I'm still trying to, you know, make heads or tails there with Eddie Thorpe and all of that. Absolutely. Braun would be a terrific Heyman guy. Yeah, he very much would be. Maybe that's where do we start to get, I know we had the short time deal with Judgment Day and everything between the bloodline. Do we maybe get, now Roman starts to surround himself with other guys outside of the bloodline, like a guy like Braun, and then that's where the walls start to cave in on Roman a bit. Braun versus Bronson. Yes, we just get the ultimate Braun off here. Braun will win. Oh, yeah, and speaking of which, Braun did win with the Steiner recliner, camel clutch. I feel like it's been under plenty of names. Yeah, very quick match, I feel. And I didn't expect it to be a huge match, but it does still look like we're going to get Braun Breakker versus Duke Hudson here, because we got them jawing at each other afterwards. But now I'm getting a hype video for him Jones, him Duncan out here in his Himberlands, Himmy Cricket, Himmy Turner, Himmy Neutron, Carmelo Hayes. And it's fitting he had the whole Lakers gear and everything like that. And he's out here now, like Reeves is out here saying, I'm him. But we're getting him versus Grayson Waller in the main event. So you can already let me know ahead of time who you think is winning that match. Or if you think one of them gets called up in the draft, in the main roster call-ups or anything. I already see Larry saying 2-0, Damien 2-0, everybody's all 2-0. First football guy to make it. No, that most of the rosters football guys, and plenty of them. You could almost do an NFL team, I feel, out of X professional football players that have been in professional wrestling. You might have to go through the annals of time here and everything like that, but I've got Mackenzie Mitchell backstage. Didn't Dwayne Johnson play football? Yes, Dwayne did. Roman did. Plenty of people did. Goldberg did. Oh, yeah, we had the Dijackinator giving the big boot to Ilya as he's running through. Yeah. So we've got the Dijackinator going back and forth with Ilya right now. This is going to be a fantastic match, and I think it's been the best kind of built feud so far for Dijak. Like, I know he went after a little bit with Wesley and everything like that, but this has been, to me, the best kind of storyline build-up I've seen so far with Dijak there. Sorry, I was handling some business. But yeah, we're going to have the Dijak versus Ilya, and like I said, it's going to be a fantastic match. He's finally actually got a little bit of a story there. And why does every WWE agent / security and NXT apparently look like Oni Lorcan? I feel. But so, yeah, we got that whole backstage segment of I'm gonna fix my light of Ilya and Dijak, as now I'm getting Lyra Valkyria coming out. So we're gonna get her versus Cora Jade. The match that shoulda, coulda, woulda happened. But then, Cora took her leave of absence, what have you, however they wanted to phrase it there. A-Town, what up? Like I said, of still dealing with a bit of technical difficulties, I feel, on our end, or at least our stream platform. So I can see you guys' comment when I look at the YouTube video, but I can't pull it up on our stream, unfortunately. But I've got Cora Jade coming out right now. So you can, is that CM Punk there? Is that Phil Brooks with that mutton chop doing the thumbs down there on NXT? I kid, but Colton, what up? But so let me know who you're taking for this match, folks, whether you're taking Cora Jade or Lyra Valkyria, the one that we maybe initially, some of us thought at one point could have been Taya Valkyrie coming back just because it sounded close to it. But you know what? Because he's not here right now, I'm giving KJ's taking Cora Jade. That we're both taking Cora Jade as a channel here. Then again, could this be the last time that we see Cora Jade in NXT? Because it was rumored, talked about, speculated that her and Joe Gacy had kind of had some dark matches, some main event matches around some Raw tapings. So they could be on their way up, or because you always still got them supplemental picks and everything like that during any sort of draft and all of that. Purple Sky for the L, says Larry. Fair enough. Is it official? Tiffany, is what official? I know we're official like a referee whistle. CM Punk was in the trunk with PD. Oh, fair enough. And so we randomly just cut to commercial in the middle of that, by the way, as Cora Jade was in commercial or was in control. So here I'll try and catch up on some of these comments. That again, I know I'm have to go circumvent here. A-Town shouting out, see money. Colton, what up? Steven picking Cora Jade with weapon to beat Lyra. So you taking her by heel shenanigans. Dale says got Jade for the win. Wendy Chu was on NXT Level Up. Seems like a demotion. Maybe. Well, could just be where she's at right now with that gimmick after she, she did just come back off of a shoot injury and everything. So it could be 100% that that's, they're slowly working her back in. So I don't want to fully poo-poo that. So we'll wait and see, I feel. Right now, I'm sure KJ's got an entirely different opinion. Bonkers taking Jade. Damien's taking Cora Jade. Larry's taking Lyra. Let me know, thumbs up, by the way, if this is at least kind of working out to where I'm reading your guys' comments here through the YouTube stream because we got issues with the StreamYard. But I am in commercial break, like I said. So, Curtis, what up, homie? Taking Cora for the win. So, Small Mart taking Cora. So, it seems like we're heavy in Cora's favor here. Liverpool, we would kind of like to 100%. Well, yeah. And a no contest, says Richard. That'd be interesting. So it seems like we're very heavy in favor of Cora picking up the win here. But again, does Cora? Who do you guys think? And let me know in the chat. Who you think from NXT? That gets called up to the main roster. Nick, I would love that. What would you love, Tiffany? Why? Cora Wynn stays on NXT, continue to go for the title. The match. But yeah, so do we get? Thank you, Steve. Yeah, I'm out here spring break and everything here. Mea culpa again, by the way, guys, of I can't pull anything up right now at the moment, but I can. Again, let me know if it's working out. So I'm reading your comments off of YouTube. I feel like Apollo should be called up. That's not a bad shout. Braun, Grayson, and Alba get called up. Yeah, well, that's the thing is there's a ton that you could call up from there. And I don't think that any of them would be a bad shout, honestly. But we are back from commercial right now, folks, as I've got, again, Cora Jade in control. Is Lyra Valkyria kind of cursed? Because I feel like everybody that she's been in a match with has ended up halfway, whether it be shoot or kayfabe, getting the Nia Jax treatment of, ended up hurt. Pretty deadly if Tony D drove them away to SmackDown, the Creeds and Braun Joni. Fair enough. We've got Lyra hulking up right now. Cody Rhodes will win World Heavyweight Championship. Yeah, maybe at some point. I don't think he's the first champion with that. You have to have somebody that can take establishing a new belt, because if you give it to Cody, it's going to feel like a gimme. As Lyra with two great Northern Light suplexes, and she rolls through both times. So is this her version of almost like a Three Amigos of, she's going to hook it into a fishman. Big knee from Cora Jade. I think Joe Gacy and Ava get drafted unofficially and join Bray as they have nothing left to do in NXT. Well, the other half of Schism, the dyad there, has asked for their release. So that's not a terrible shout. But how do you bring Bray back after everything? Baseball slide dropkick from Lyra. Curtis says possible tag team match: Creed Brothers versus Alpha Academy in a battle of the singlets. 100%. I'm here for it. I've got Lyra going up top right now. Seth or Cody to be the first world champion. I would say Seth. I think we talked about that on the Raw stream. I would 100% say that Seth would be the best person to kind of break in that title. Pause. Fisherman suplex for Lyra for a 2 count. You think Steve says, I think Roxanne going to main roster. Fair enough. That's not I do kind of think that, and we'll get to our predictions when it comes to that match and everything. That might play into that actually.
Hello. Sorry, did you miss me?
Hi.
It looks like we're pooch, so I'm just running off the front end. What we can see, we can't click your comments up here tonight, folks, but we will read out as many as we can. Keep them coming, keep the chat alive. But our provider is being quite useless at the moment.
Fair enough. Are you going to 5 paws for the cause?
Yeah, if you need to kind of flip, go. All right, folks. Big Nick is going to take a break. We do apologize for the last 20 minutes or so being a little wonky. And like I said, I'll get to as many comments as I can. I did see this one possible tag match, Creed Brothers versus Alpha Academy. Yeah, 100% agree with that. C Money. What did C Money have to say? Gotta be a couple more, but those seem obvious. There could be less than we think. I do think they are trying to build this roster. Oh, by the way, Cora's got a weapon. Her painted kendo. What were people feeling about this match as far as who's going to win? I think they'll hang around, but Mark, I mean, you got to build that women's tag team division in up in the other roster, and Cora Jade with the big win. Not surprised. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going to happen with Apollo Unbroken. I mean, Apollo's had some chances. Even going back to NXT didn't really help him. He kind of did the equalizer gimmick for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Oh, here comes Waller with his golden shoe. Carmelo with trick. So he gets drafted to Monday Night Raw or SmackDown. Starks is not a bad shout. Honestly, wow, that's twice. Starks is not a bad shout at all. Starks could definitely be in the mix. Not a bad shout there, Damien. Initial world champion has to be won by a previous world champion to establish privilege. I would think Bobby Lashley or Drew. Drew is an interesting one. Remember, Drew never got his title run in front of people. Yeah, really interesting. And Drew going missing for a little bit. I think when he resurfaces, we're going to get the Scottish psychopath. We're going to get a little more heat from Drew. He's not a bad guess. But new belt, new champion, maybe, Mark? Maybe? I don't know. I think Roxanne going to the main roster. I'm torn on Roxanne. She's young. She's new. Will she get lost in the shuffle? Will she end up like Liv Morgan 2.0? I don't know. That's a tough one. Unbroken a shoey. Yeah, they're preparing for that. Roderick Strong is a wild card. To me, Roderick Strong is the type of person that would just show up. I don't think he gets drafted. I don't think they make a big deal about it. I think he just pops up and takes somebody out, or he's a part of a faction. Roderick works best as a support guy. He's not a great promo. He's kind of like an Apollo Crews, kind of lacks a little bit of personality. Great wrestler. And even if you go back to his Ring of Honor days, he wasn't the most compelling person. Heel, babyface, didn't seem to matter. Could have gone either way. So for me, it's a challenge with Roderick. Did someone say gender? There's a stipulation for Taya Valkyrie versus Jade Cargill. If Taya Valkyrie uses Jade's finisher, she will be disqualified. Well, let's point out it was several other people's finishers before it was Jade's. Interesting stipulation. Would she really do it then? I don't know. We'll see. Do you think EC3 will ever work again? Keyshawn, good question. I think that there is potential for EC3, maybe back at Impact, maybe NWA. Like, he might be a good fit going up against a guy like Chris Masters. But do I see him in the WWE? No. I think they're past him. Could I see him going to AEW? Not really. What would you do with him in AEW? Tag team with Ethan Page, maybe? I don't know. EC3, and I know my buddy Nick disagrees, but he never got over with me. I never really kind of got into him. Broken says, put Strong with Gacy? I don't know. That'd be interesting if they could pull that off. But I am in a commercial break. If you guys are wondering, we are in the midst of spring break-in. We are rolling along. Do keep in mind, keep the chat pumping. We're going to read out as many as we can see. Right now, having a bit of technical difficulty with getting the new comments to pop up. So that all being said, we appreciate you guys being here. I see a good number hanging around. And yeah, if you have a chance, put a chat. If you haven't done it yet, be brave, be bold, stand out, be a part of the group, be a part of the family, folks. We thank everyone for being here, and we will be back tomorrow. We got AEW tomorrow night. AEW is going to be a fun one. All right, Mr. Jack, you know what? You gotta go. You gotta go. You can't be using that kind of discriminatory slang. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. So it was nice knowing you, Jack, but there you go. I let you come back, buddy, but you're out. 100% agree with that. I got that one. Yep, still not getting anything else. So let's see what else we got here. AEW Orange Squeezed. Orange Squeezed? Do we have like orange? Oh, shit. What just happened? Did Pretty Deadly get free? Someone fill me in on that. Bandito gonna make some orange juice. Bandito gonna do a job, C-Money. I hate to break it to you, big guy, but that's what they do, is they just line up people to job to Orange Cassidy, and that's what's gonna happen. Sorry, Bandito. And then we'll see Bandito on Ring of Honor. We haven't seen him in a while. Who? Tiffany, you're going to have to clarify. If it's Orange Cassidy, we see him all the damn time. Swimming with the fishes. Oh, all right, Larry. I missed what happened. I know Half Stack or two dimes or whatever got out of the car and then got back in the car like nothing was wrong. So that probably means there was something wrong. But Waller rocking that gold tonight, ready to do a shoey. And here comes Carmelo. Him. Benito will KO Damian. I don't know what that. Got Hayes for the win. Yes, folks, get your prediction in. I'm a little surprised. I mean, I guess maybe this match goes for a little while, but I'm a little surprised that we got the world title being defended in the middle of the show. Interesting. Bold move, Cotton. AJ Styles should have a last title run. Bonkers, I think he might have more than one. We'll see. I don't know where he's at right now. So, but yeah, I think we're not done with AJ Styles yet. I drafted him, so I'm hoping he comes back. Himothy Crickets, the Himmeister, the him of the moment. Mello for the win. Carmelo Hayes for the win. I wonder if I got you up here. There you are. Bye-bye. Him carry. I like that one. I like that one, C Money. But I'm getting the intros right now. This can be interesting, folks. This one can literally go either way. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I'll go Carmelo Hayes. I'm torn on this one. Steve Chambers, welcome back. Picking Carmelo. I don't see anyone beating Carmelo for a while. I don't disagree with that. I mean, it's highly possible. He got stuffed in a trunk. Yeah, our first ever trunk match in wrestling. Him Jones of Himtown. Is the main event the triple threat? I'm assuming that would be the main event at this point, Damian. I really do. Islanders 3-1. All right. The Isles in a battle with the Hurricanes. My Buds are doing quite well. The blue and white are still going strong. Back-to-back overtime comeback wins. This close, folks. We haven't won a playoff series in like 2 decades, so we'll see what happens. Oh, Waller punch to the throat. Cheeky. Wait, did that just wake up? Nope. Boop. End of second period. Thank you, Smile Mark. Thank you. Himmy Hendrix. Him Hendrix. Why was that so tough? Carmelo for the win, or does Trick cost him? That'd be an interesting turn. But I'd like to see, hell of a move. A sit-down suplex? I don't know what you would call that. Misses coming off the top, though. Stars 2-0 over the Wild. That's been a hell of a series. I think whatever team comes out of that series, Smile Mark, is going to be a tough out. And, of course, we see Colorado doing their thing. Kraken giving them a run for their money, but I think Colorado is going to turn out to be too much. Oh, chair to Trick. Trick down. Pimp in distress.
Pimp down. But yeah, why they got to have this match now? We got him Jones, him Duncan, him Cricket out here in his Himbalins, himmy Turner, himmy Neutron. I think what was the one that you said? You threw out one that was pretty clever there. Himmy Hendrix.
Himmy Hendrix. That was a chat one. I'll give the chat credit on Himmy.
Fair enough. But yeah, we got Carmelo Hayes versus Grayson Waller. And we've got Trick down.
Sorry, Lauren. Your Bruins. I don't know, man. They got a battle still. They're not out of the woods yet with their first round matchup.
Out of the woods.
Panthers are giving them a scrap. I think they'll get through the Panthers, but
you got to be Tiger King in that bitch. You got to just goddamn Carol Baskins,
right? Did yours correct itself?
The last comment I have is from Mike about the Leafs. So I'm still.
We're not getting the feed in.
No, I've now got it to where I've got us, and then I've got the chat from the YouTube stream on the side there. So it's halfway normal. We just can't pull anything up. We can't acknowledge you on screen, but we can acknowledge you with our beautiful serenading voices here.
Boom, boom, boom. No, that's it. So him Morrison.
I like that. Right. Him Henson.
Yeah.
Man, that him Morrison's way better. Himi Hendrix is fantastic.
Himi Hendrix. I don't get the him jokes. Well, because that is Carmelo Hayes. He is him.
He is him. I don't know if I need to explain the whole backstory behind the feeling of you're him, you are that guy. But right. Yeah.
No, I agree. But yeah, he is him.
I am you, and you are him.
And you are I, and I are you.
And who's on second?
Mark's picking the Dallas Stars for a Stanley Cup. Hey, listen, I got a beautiful Dallas Stars jersey in the closet. So
I used to be a big Stars fan, like I said, when I think we talked about this on like Saturday when they had like Madonna, Brett Hull, all of that. Yeah.
Right. Eddie the Eagle.
Eddie. Well, shout out Eddie. If I might get him to sign some by me because he's about to stop by here.
Nice.
Yeah, but Belfour, Hatcher, Zubov, like that whole roster. There was another Z name, I feel. There was a couple people that I'm missing, but anyways. Oh, Nieuwendyk. Didn't we have him? Yeah.
Yeah. Picking Maple Leafs for the Stanley Cup. There you go, Chambers. I can get behind that. They got to win a round first, though. Be their first playoff victory in a couple decades. So we've been waiting a while just to win a playoff round.
Fair enough. Well, just like how there was the sign last night at Raw of Hunter, I know you're in Gorilla. What happened to you versus Punk?
Right.
So I feel like there's going to be somebody with signs out there of I'm just here for the first round exit. But we are back in action here. That's the real pick. You need to let us know who you're taking, whether you're taking Grayson Waller or you're taking Carmelo Hayes. And is either one of these guys, is this their last night on NXT?
No, it's been a good match, though, to start off, Nick.
Right.
Third base. Only names, not words. What?
Why?
What's on second? Yeah, okay. Now I'm catching up. But I think Melo hurt, or he's selling ever since he came off the top rope and missed.
Yeah, you got to sell. That's the thing is I've said it. I know, well, I'm not alone. I think all of us have said it for the longest time of that Melo's been the breakout star when it comes to NXT.
Right. He is I, and I is him. See, money.
You are I.
He is I, and I is him. Slim with the tilted brim. Easy for me to say. What's my
right?
Name? Sad. I've done that before. Stumbled all over the last part.
You're good. You're good.
I think Melo's
out for Wallow.
What's that?
Himany Cricket, yes, says Unbroken. NXT can retire the women's tag team champion. They have no tag team in the women's division. WWE does not have any women's tag teams. Okie dokie, they can retire that whole division, I feel, completely. But Waller's right now got Hayes backs up out of it. I don't know who's on third, says Mike. Yeah, absolutely. Lauren, what up? Maplethorpe, Ronnie, you know who he was. What are we going on about here? As I've got, Carmelo comes off with a back spring DDT, like he jumped backwards off the top rope and caught that man into a DDT. And that's the thing is everybody talks about even like the Ricochet Logan Paul spot to where they both did the crossbody. Everybody forgets that Carmelo and Ricochet did that spot way beforehand. Scar Hunter, thank you very much. Saying you're new here. Unfortunately, you showed up when we got some technical difficulties, so I can't pull your comment up on the stream, but I can read it through the YouTubes. But 100%, yes, money. That was fantastic. Why is we're just going through the whole roster of who's on first and what's on second. Waller just smacked Carmelo. Is this where he's going to set up his goofy, convoluted of I've got to start outside of the ring finisher? Was that a crescent kick or a high kick? Two count. Waller with a 2 count on Hayes. Scar, I appreciate it. Yeah, we do this for anything and everything when it comes to pro wrestling. Like we've even said even when the wrestling sucks, or even I guess when we got, glitches more than crackheads have itches. We still rocking and rolling. As we've got Carmelo went for the springboard and get caught in a stunner by Waller, and he rolls outside. That's fantastic. That was great. Again, why is this match, though, in the middle of the card? I mean, granted, that's literally the move that we pretty much saw at the top of the hour right there.
That's it.
Fair enough. But now I've got Waller clearing off the announce table. So shucky ducky, quack, quack.
That was
Does Booker T either have a tray of peeps or he's got rubber duckies with him at the announce table for that shucky ducky quack quack?
Right? Does he really? Yeah, he does.
Oh no! This man had all of the Sour Patch Kids in a tray.
Oh, that's hilarious!
Elbow drop from Grayson Waller through the table on Carmelo. Could this be his moment? Is Carmelo bound for the main roster?
I connect.
1, 2 count.
Scar Hunter Aaron, thank you for joining the family. I won't be able to make it tonight. I'm calling it whoever loses goes up. Rocco, you might not be wrong.
Well, no, he was just saying his friend won't be able to make it tonight. Well, then that's fine. We got you covered on Wednesdays for Dynamite. We got you covered on Thursdays with Impact. We got you Fridays with SmackDown and Rampage. We got you Saturdays with anything and everything. Halftime is pay-per-views or original content. We got you covered across the whole deck, my guy. So don't worry. Catch us on the next go-around.
No problem. Awesome stream. I appreciate it. Nick does too. So close, but no cigar. Wow, that was a wicked move. That's better than his actual finisher.
Carmelo going up top, but he's still very much still on the knee.
Oh, there you go. Waller injured. I don't know. Is he selling?
And still
NXT
champion.
The Himpian. That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, that no, you can have that.
Too far. Pull it back.
That's when you him too far.
Him too much.
As there's a very much stick figure type sign in the crowd saying him era, but
him era made with a Sharpie.
But I'll say that the NXT championship is better than whatever the fuck that they unveiled on Monday night.
The Monday night belt is nice, man. It is nice, and it's
to Stevie Wonder.
No, to me and to lots of others. Honestly, Jack, try and be nice.
That's how you know you're making waves, and when everybody's gotta try and just act a fool on some bullshit. But so
he gets reported because he's stupid.
Already did that. Are you part of the Frieza Force? Yes. Yeah. Dragon Ball Z.
And but yeah, folks, we will just make it clear to everybody out there. We do not tolerate any type of hate speech, any type of inappropriate bullshit, you will be snipped from the channel. This is the place of mostly positivity, and the only time you can be negative is when you're talking about wrestling, and we're okay with that.
Or Dave Meltzer.
If you're going to be, Meltzer's off on the list.
Yeah, we're like the new day up in here. We're about the power of positivity, as Carmelo's cutting a promo into the camera. Who did he called out Braun? So are we getting a WrestleMania 9 here to where like Braun's gonna somehow leave tonight with the NXT championship?
That would be weird. Braun's got it.
Oh, he just speared the fucking cleats off of Trick.
Yeah, you figured this was going to happen.
Does he not remind you? And I said this, I think, while we were trying to still halfway figure out, the technical difficulties, that Braun's like new young Goldberg.
Yeah, and this heel, I'm gonna murder everybody, and I'm jacked. Braun Breaker is so much better than colorful. Let's smile and be friends. Braun Breaker.
Right. Oh, as he literally, even the way he hits that spear and everything, as he just literally Steiner recliner Trick, and they had to cut away because Braun just sent Carmelo through whatever paper mache stage setup they had next to the commentary table.
It is spring breaking.
I'm watching old Goldberg clips and everything like that of when he'd sit there and grab the ropes and just be gearing up for a spear and everything, like right before he'd spear Hogan or something. That's Braun right there.
So much better. But did Braun just shag up his eye?
I don't know. I just heard Booker with the oh my god. Oh no, I think he's got a nice little shiner there.
Holy crap.
Right. Well, and now we've got the stretcher coming out, and I like that they're selling that as that was not supposed to happen. That's not an angle or anything, because we instantly cut away to Roxanne Perez cutting a backstage interview.
Maybe Braun staying in NXT.
I think it could happen. It's interessante, or maybe they both go up.
Right. Joe, welcome to the channel. Nice to see you. Are you going to call MLW? We don't do MLW. We do so much wrestling. And the issue I have with MLW is it's just they're airing matches that happened in November, December, January. So it's just too much of a lead. It's the same thing right now. And it's not even that much of a spoiler, but Ring of Honor is the same thing. We're not getting a whole lot of love for kind of a weekly show. So we'll see. But MLW's got some stuff to work out. Maybe one day.
Well, they've got the whole Reels issue with them having to deal with NBC Universal and all that, which that seems like it's halfway a dumpster fire, by the way. But A-Town says, Nick, you reminds me of a young Brock Lesnar next, the new next big thing. 100%. Very similar. Well, if Goldberg was in WWE, he would have been the next big thing, because I don't know about you with being in Canada and everything like that, but I was the one that flipped through back and forth through both channels and everything. Okay. So I had guys in WCW I liked, and I had guys in WWE I liked. I was not brand specific. So
I used to get mad when people were like, WCW's better. As a kid, I would be like, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. But I mean, man, I tuned in constantly. You had to see the NWO. You had to see what they were doing. Older, through the late 80s, 90s, early 90s, it was very WWF heavy. And yeah, so it wasn't until later that I was like, what's this?
Right.
Anytime you saw WCW, it just seemed it was like, this doesn't feel the same. It's not as bright and glamorous, right?
Yeah, no, I still like WCW because of that, because it seemed like at the time, especially it was the uncut, the uncouth, it was ECW with a dash of the glitz and glamour, because that's the thing, is ECW was still the one thing you stayed up late at night.
Oh yeah, you tried to track that down in my country. Like, where is
right? And speaking of something that no one is trying to track down, we've got a recap of the whole storyline between Bar Rescue, all the way from the outhouse to the penthouse.
Yeah, this is a recap that we do not need. We do not need to relive this experience.
Well, no, you have to, because you haven't paid attention to a goddamn thing that's been happening. None of us have. So 100% you need to recap to at least be up to date somewhat with something.
It's even boring, bland, and bullshit in fucking repeat form. Like these grown-ass people acting like children, breaking into the fucking...
This man had the curliest of curly Kentucky waterfalls and somehow looks worse with a slick back ponytail. Shave that mustache, boy. I feel like we've got... So Vince McMahon has become C. Montgomery Burns of just shave them sideburns.
I don't know what sideburns you're talking about.
I was going to say, Nos Malone's out here turning into fucking Don Mattingly from The Simpsons.
Right. Mini bathroom break. Yeah. I'm surprised we're getting this match after the world title match. Like, that was a really weird spot.
Is there a... Well, did they do that just because it was the top of the hour? That's the only thing I think of. But I feel like that's... You end on that. You end on Braun fucking putting a guy in a stretcher. You cut out of... Well, we gotta go. Time's running out of. You Tony Schiavone that shit.
Did I miss... Like, I think when I was fucking around with tech support, Braun Breaker won quick, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so that happened.
Right, so we must be main eventing with the women's...
Yes, the triple threat
championship, which to me, A, spells a new champion or someone showing up in NXT.
Ooh, juicy.
Well, that would be... Pause. But I've got an ad right now for 1 week. We will be with WWE Backlash in Puerto Rico.
Right.
Steven says that's NXT for you. Yeah, a bit.
A little bit, right? That's the biggest change with the new NXT. Is just, I mean, we didn't get like Ciampa and fucking DIY fucking around in these side bits, and not until we got like the Way, but that was already Bruce and Vince, I think, at that point. We didn't, like, Triple H wasn't giving us a whole lot of these campy gimmicks. It was very much that indie Ring of Honor feel.
It's because Sean's back there looking at notes from Vince and looking at notes from Hunter, and he can't figure out which is which or when to air at what time. So he's just, Wabbit season, Duck season, Hunter season, Vince season, Hunter season, Vince season. Steve says this is the filler BS I keep talking about. But that's the thing with NXT is there's great moments, but you got to wade through the sewer to get to it.
That's it. Yeah, kind of.
Damon says Josh Briggs fell on Henley for the win, so he's already getting a prediction in. Think we get a surprise. Tiffany wins at the end of the show, and Roxanne and to get drafted. Well, we won't know that till Friday.
Yeah,
at the earliest, honestly. Small Mark says Kiana James match still happening, allegedly, supposedly, unfortunately. Bonkers is saying Jensen and James for the win. I feel like there was one that I'm gonna miss. Oh, C Money agreeing with us, though. It's really hard to follow that last match. Going forward with the rest of the show, like you should have ended there. You have reached the peak.
Yeah, that was how you end the show. Braun in the ring, screaming like a crazy man, and your champ annihilated.
You have, even if you don't show Carmelo being out on the stretcher because he can't look weak or anything. He can't be shown on a stretcher or anything like that. So you ended up, the EMTs are showing up with the stretcher carted out and everything like that. And folks, we got to go. We're running out of time here.
Right.
And you call in and you run out there.
Yeah. I mean, no Wes, GG versus JC Jane on tonight. I thought it was, I didn't see that listed. It was GG and JC.
Well, we still may never know, but we're only about 45 minutes left in tonight. But I see chefs here. What? Yeah. Having technical difficulties. Can't pull up the comments. What? We can acknowledge you, just not on screen, unfortunately. So that's the thing. It's everybody just saying, the background, the layouts, everything so nice, so pristine. We don't want to, add some comments here of break it up. You just get to look at these bearded, beautiful faces live and in full effect.
What did Steve G say? Oh no, Steve Smile Mark. How many nights will the draft last? I think they'll dedicate 3 or 4 shows. They'll do the supplementary pick thing, and you'll get like tweets and shit of like, oh, so and so, and then there'll be a bunch of free agents that just pop up wherever they want.
It'll be one of those of you literally have to tune into like WWE Twitter or follow like the WWE website or something like that to catch up with like, Los Lotharios has been drafted to Monday Night Raw, shit like that.
Dale says we got 1 hour left of NXT. Are we in a 15-minute bleed over?
Really? Well, I mean, again, does this not still? Well, I know with no. I was saying initially with the way that this started off, this felt like something that should have been. We'd be more here watching on a Saturday night. We'd be expecting tonight would just be the go home show for it.
Right. And that Waller Carmelo match. I mean, will we talk about it in a few months? Maybe not, but it was a really good match.
Oh, absolutely. As we've got Joe Coffey and Joe Gacy. We've got a Joe off. We've got a couple of Joes talking backstage right now. And why does Joe Gacy constantly look
Gacy's lost weight?
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, he's Bray Wyatt 2.0.
Yeah, but he has thinned out. Remember, I haven't seen him in like 5 weeks.
Yeah, but he's also out here looking like a Far Cry villain out here looking like he's, out here, we should be out here in Waco, Texas here.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. But
Ava out here too, and what is it with NXT wrestlers and getting like text on their for their tattoos?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't want to read.
I don't want to read. Well, okay, Meriwether. I don't want to read. I can't read.
Can't you get a picture? I mean, I got words on me somewhere, but that's a different story. What is picking Tiffany for the title? Tiffany holding the title for a while until Nikita Lyons comes back. Tiffany will say she's the one to attack Nikita. Oh, maybe Tiffany's been running people over this whole time. And not on purpose. She's just you met her. You understand why she.
Well, no, it's rather than you're doing it for Dwayne, you're doing it for The Rock. She's doing it for them diamonds or anything like that. Right. I did it for The Rock.
That's why I thought it was gonna be Ava. It runs in the family.
Yeah, I did it for The Rock.
That's why she did it, right?
Right.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the draft.
We've got Josh Briggs and Fallon Henley out here right now.
Sorry, but they did show Carmelo getting carted out.
Oh, okay. So he didn't do the full Mick Foley of I can't go out on a stretcher. But
are you surprised they broke up Bar Rescue? I like Fallon.
Yeah, because Briggs is about to get tuckied. He's out here. He's playing the Tucker role of thanks, but no thanks. Thanks for playing. I think he looks like the ultimate forgotten son here. Why does it look like we're watching NWA on NXT? I know it starts with an N, pause, but still.
Wait, look what I did. Josh Briggs for the. Am I close to like the latest comments?
Yes, you are.
I hope they never repair the wall and leave caution tape. Just leave it there permanently as a reminder that Braun Breaker, aka Shockmaster, destroyed the wall.
Fair enough. Yeah, just sign it and everything like that.
You know what's funny with that Shockmaster clip? I forgot because you see so often him tripping through the wall. I forgot that they did like the campy bullshit microphone in the back talking. Like I was like, oh fuck.
Right. Oh my God, we're getting actual comments back again now. Vitamin break. Yes. There we go. We are back alive. We are like the Canadian Frankenstein PCO. We are back live in full effect. We're always live, but now we're in full effect.
This is what happens when HD. I went full Darren on our provider, and they were like, "Oh shit, sorry."
You went, I will. I have a very particular set of skills.
Yeah, right. Do you know how important wrestling is to me? Fix it.
I will send Vince McMahon to your house. I will take your mother, Dorothy Manchu, out for a nice seafood dinner and never call her again.
Oh. Briggs and Hanley.
Why does this look like we're watching something from the fucking new generation era right now?
It really is. It's so funny. I'm going with the guy with the ponytail. I don't think you give him a makeover and then he loses.
You're taking J-Rock here?
Yeah, I'm taking Dirt Stack. Dirt Stack.
Is he Corey or is he Trevor?
He feels like a fucking Corey to me. Corey,
well, he feels like he'd be friends with them with that fucking dirt stash there.
He
the fucking thunder muffler there.
Sup, Judgment Day, Mike Harper. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm gonna preemptively because I get a feeling.
I got a feeling. Ooh, it's Henley. Different kind of
Henley. Almost like henna, like the tattoo. Why?
I think
sorry.
Go ahead. We're getting used to reading comments.
NXT title needs some half Italian blood. Tony D for NXT champion. So wait, why can't I be NXT champion? What do you got against me?
You got to get in the ring, bro.
I mean, I was going to go with a joke, but I decided not.
Might be easier just to talk about it. Just saying.
Right. Dude needs another makeover. That stash makes it look like he has to self-report to his neighbors when he moves into a new house. See, money, you said it. I thought it. We both agree. Briggs, Fallon Henley for the win, says Damien. Who are you taking and why does anyone care?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going with Ponytail. And my theory is you don't give the guy a makeover and then not have him go over. So I'm going Ponytail.
There's over in the word makeover. So he has to go over.
That's my rationale.
Right.
Eat your heart out, Matlock.
This goes back to, again, he looks like he's like using other people's gimmicks stuff. I feel like there's like 10 guys out there in the NWAs in the Mid-South and all of that's out there with, Thrillbilly gimmicks and everything like that he's just razor winging, axioming all of that. I feel
we have now found the Briscoe brother that grew up in a suburban household. Cousin.
No, he looks like his name should be fucking Cletus.
Oh, he caught her. She's safe. Oh, good. Let's have some more of this. Oh, kick to the face.
Everybody down.
Even the matches can't be in fucking nonsensical. Why am I shocked?
I said big name. Why?
Oh, sorry.
My new WWE pig is his big name. What? So apparently I'm getting a phone here.
There you go. That's what
I don't need your name out there. I don't need to be in no ring. I don't need to be taking no bumps. No.
I want to see Big Nick versus Big E. Let's go.
No, you can have that. Not even what I'm mad at. I'll let that man sit there and fucking rest all over me. All that. You can have that
for the big championship of the world.
For the big beefy boys slapping meat in a meat off.
I think you took it one step even further. I choked on my drink to begin with.
Exactly.
In a meat off.
Well, this is Succession, right? So I take you out, and then it's all mine.
Right. The sheriff is near.
No, Jeff Jarrett, you stay the fuck away from it.
What did Money say? The friendly tap. Now we're working backwards because we hadn't had comments all night.
Yeah, I know. Now we're way behind. Heavy good Canadian band. Cha-ching. So small mark there.
True.
Trying to tug at the Canadian heartstrings.
When my daughter was born and they handed her to me, I was frozen. You don't know what to do in that moment. And the last song I had heard going into the hospital was a Headley song. So I just rocked her back and forth and sang a Headley song to her because it was in my head. And that's all I could think of doing. So there's my little sappy story of the night.
I feel so terrible because I was almost going to make a joke there.
It's a nice song.
No. I wasn't even before you even got to the fucking song, and then it was such a touching moment. It's like I'm a horrible human being. Because when you're like, how my daughter, and I was about to say, and you dropped her for a slap shot.
Oh,
so that's why I was like, I know obviously, but that's why I was like, I'm a horrible human being.
I don't think so. What if we get Seth versus Finn for the world title? I don't think Finn's in that picture. I think it might be Seth Cody.
No, I would be fine if you honestly. Well, I had some people saying with Cody taking on Finn last night, that is Cody working his way through all of Roman's former opponents.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
When do we get Cody versus Seth? Well, we already got Cody versus Seth. When do we get Cody versus Drew?
And Drew?
What about the idea?
Could Drew be the first world champion? Could he return like a bat out of hell?
And that's his moment. Outside of, he was the one that won his moment in, the completely silent WrestleMania 36. Could that be his moment to where he finally wins the championship, wins a championship,
right?
And it gets a big moment, a big pop, potentially.
It could. I might be a little delayed on our stream again, but Sane was just in New Japan. Son of a bitch. Yeah, she was.
Yeah, unless I'm delayed across the board, we're on par.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Kairi Sane is now a free agent too. This is another tag team with Asuka. Yeah, she was the last when she faced Kairi or faced Mercedes. But yeah, Kairi is 100% a made of free agent, and I think you could move her back to. She could be a wild card in the WWE draft. That's why you need to tune in, folks.
Got to tune in, and if you haven't watched our Wrestling for Life mock draft, go check that out. It was a real fun time banging out that show.
You can let us know who won, host versus host.
Right now, you're kicking ass, bro.
Well, no, now we got to see how close we got to what the actual picks are. I feel.
I don't know. I picked some wild cards.
But that's it could happen if you've got Vince McMahon at the helm of Monday Night Raw. That could be a possibility.
No, you need Vince. I need Hunter. I took like a lot of the indie Hunter guys. You took the big beefy boys. You took the Vince Royd special.
I have big in my name. I am wearing a Biggie t-shirt, and y'all are surprised I picked big beefy boys slapping meat. Pause.
Ooh.
Bray Wyatt, new champion. Hey, who's got him on the roster? Yeah.
The funniest part about this one is I'm like, shit. Then Nick would hate the belt and the guy holding it as far as where we're at with them.
I don't hate Bray. I just do better.
Do better. I had higher hopes.
Right. Sheesh. Phase, what up?
Sheesh. Oh, what the fuck was that?
Steve, no, not Edge. We don't need another part-timer main champion.
I could see them giving the belt to Edge initially.
Does Edge not solidify or validate that championship, though? That's the thing is, the inaugural champion needs to be someone that more is a placeholder / validates it.
I think so.
We don't know what the lineage is from this.
There is no lineage. It's a fresh start. And that, to me, could it fucking be Brock Lesnar?
Oh! Spinning heel kick from... I swear to God, this man's just auditioning to be part of the Von Erichs movie with fucking MJF and everything with his fucking ponytail and mustache.
Right. Did he really kick him in the face?
Just send a receipt out there. I mean,
that came in hot. Edge owned the world champion back in the day. Rated R, buddy.
No, well, that's the thing is, are we going to get depending on, say, if Roman goes to Raw, whichever brand gets this championship, are we going to get almost a new version of SmackDown 6, or say we get a Raw 6 or whatever, of like, we get a group of guys that they become the focal points of that brand, and they have to solidify this championship as being credible, because I know I've said it. I've been, a bit of the fan of the homage of, if you have 2 world champions, you have no world champions. Of, we don't need to go back to the eras of the World Heavyweight Championship match opens the show and the Universal Championship ends the show, because Roman having both belts and being the world champion has added a big fight feel to a lot of these shows. Regardless of how you feel about Roman holding the belts, it does have a big fight feel. So now you've muddied those waters a bit.
Well, no, I mean, but this is what we wanted, and this is where I'm so perplexed by the wrestling community. Everyone bitched. We're sick.
Oh, Kiana takes a bump. What are you doing?
He's got a loaded purse
here. Literally with her hair and everything, she does look a little bit like Smeagol. 2.
Wait, that was such a fucking.
Briggs picks up the win, so we were wrong.
Oh, okay.
We took the penthouse and they went outhouse.
Oh my God. What a weird bump, though. Instead of just hitting her accidentally with the case, he bumped the ropes and threw the case. So visually, it was distracting. But she's not happy with her ponytail.
I think he was supposed to kind of clock her with it and just went
bad.
Wide left. So close yet so far.
Square dance with me.
Porny porn stash with the win. Yeah, no.
Yeah, porn stash. Definitely has that fucking big fucking plastic cell phone vibe to me.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be a member of the Dangerous Alliance. Oh, she was going to smack him and he grabbed the fist. So we're going to get a heel turn and a babyface turn in all of like a week.
I love her.
Hit me. I thought you loved me.
I love her
so much. Love the mustache. I hated it from the minute we met.
Right? I loved her. You broke enough to break up my whole family. It's over. What?
Well, he's got the porn stash, and she's got the.
I never loved you. You just
the missus did it. Yeah, I was trying to think of a polite way to say it there, but yeah, this does have a fucking Ron Jeremy. Fucking Val Venus vibe. Oh, and Briggs welcomes him back. So what the fuck did we accomplish with any of this?
That was an utter waste of time. And we're right back where we started. Aww.
But we now have straight hair instead of Kentucky waterfall. That's it.
I wonder if he comes back next week and it's poofed.
It's all frizzled. But I've got Dragon Lee right now, backstage. The Heritage Cup. So are we going to get That's not a bad shout, though. If you're going to start off this with Dragon Lee's new to the roster, he's going to start off on NXT and everything. You're going to start him off with Noam Dar. Ooh, that's the spicy meatball.
I like it a lot. And then people might say, oh, well, who's Noam? Like, Dar is going to give Dragon Lee a fight.
Oh, my God. They're giving Axiom a Batman thing.
Like a signal?
Oh, no, this is Scripps. This is even worse.
Are we getting a Scripps Axiom match tonight?
I hope not. This man out here looking like a fucking gargoyle from that fucking.
I don't get this fucking gimmick.
I am the keeper of the night. When did fucking
his handwriting's not even neat?
When did Scripps turn into fucking Mysterion and everything like that from fucking South Park of like Coon and Friends? Like, what the fuck are we doing here?
This is fucking bad. Like, it's not fun to watch at all. But that's not happening tonight, thank God.
Hallelujah. But we've got Oma Femi out here, number one in the fraternity Olympic Games out here.
Yeah, the
fucking tags as far as he can.
Yeah, the furniture tossing champion is up next.
Fair enough.
If you got some shit you
Scripps,
do not...
no comment.
Fair enough. There's no script on Scripps here.
Well, our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all. Trust me, we ain't scripted. by any damn sort of imagination. We might say some shit like we're scripted. Not at all.
Dun dun dun. His scripted. Yeah, it seems so.
By a long shot, I feel.
Wwe Nxt for the win.
We don't even know who he's facing.
Yeah,
so he's facing Hulk Hogan. You're taking him for the win still, though?
Yes.
He's facing John Cena. He's facing Romulus Reigns. He's facing Ronald Mysterious.
If Roman Reigns showed up at NXT, people would talk.
Just a little
just
bit,
to dummy a kid. Great. Who's that clearing the Fratos? Well, that's Wwe Nxt.
I was gonna feel like that almost. I almost want to go into the Rey Mysterio music of like, who's that jumping out the sky? Are you out?
Who's that throwing the couch?
The keg on by the way.
We don't know why.
Right.
Why is Wwe over the title match? I really don't know how we got him to that point. I really don't know how that was the conclusion where they stuck the title match in the middle. And I would almost argue that maybe this last match should have been before the title match. But I don't know. I don't get it. They wanted the women to be the main event and felt like if it went off after Waller, like directly, it wouldn't have been good, or people would have overlooked it maybe. I don't know. But the biggest match of the night happened at 9 o'clock. Don't mind a cheesy segment in wrestling. All right, Richard. I mean, I don't mind it too. I'm okay with some stuff. I think the script shit is just, it's not there. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish. And you got scripts and Axiom. Where do you go from there? What can you do? Cheesy, yeah, like the whole couples fighting and shit. All right, I'm over it. It's really Saved by the Bell, Degrassi, fucking. This is like Nashville 93830 or whatever the fuck. It's crazy. Here's a prediction. Chambers got a prediction. Tiffany Stratton wins the title. She holds the title until Nikita Lyons comes back. Tiffany will admit she was the one that, I think we touched on that already, but it's a possibility, to be 100% honest with you. I think Nikita is going to be a champion. I drafted Nikita to the main roster, said, fuck it, let's go. So, yeah, Nikita Lyons will be back. Tiffany is a very irritating heel against somebody that has a lot of fanfare. It works pretty well, guys. There's a furniture throw contest only in America and Bo Rat's country. Unbroken, I like it. Yeah, I don't get the vignette. I don't get the gimmick, what they're trying to tell us. Yeah, he's a strong guy and he throws random shit around. It is a really fucking funny kind of approach to this. Like, I threw a couch. I threw a keg. I threw a fucking oar. I threw a lamp. Like, whose house are you vandalizing? Is that your shit? Was that a friend's shit?
That's what I do. I'm big and I throw things.
I'm big and I throw shit.
Right.
Tiffany agrees. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes, very nice. I heard we're talking about Borat. Yes, very nice.
Yes.
I throw my wife.
Have Drew versus Edge for the new belt. Could work. Could work. Now, I've seen people literally go back on their words. Like, I saw a couple popular YouTubers where they're like, well, now that they made this decision, Cody should have won at Mania. And I don't get the backwards thinking or the revision that you want to do. I think we really wanted the brand split. We really wanted, you know what? You and I talked about it for weeks of they just, this is where they get Roman away from one of the two belts. So they dissolve Roman's belts. And I think the most important thing in this is whoever wins that Raw championship, we're assuming it's going to be Raw, has to earn it. A tournament, multiple wins, it has to be earned. If it's a layup, like here's your belt, you're not going to give it that big fight feel that you need to make it. I know people are saying now, well, it's always going to be secondary to Roman, But if you're tuning in on Raw and there's a champion there, it slowly kind of ends up being that way. It's not like Roman's the champion on both shows and hovers over you. He's going away.
But did Roman not feel like a bigger attraction and not feel like a bigger thing? And we could almost have to look at the numbers and everything like that of when Roman was going to show up at a Monday Night Raw because he was fucking the king coming off the throne, that it felt like a bigger vibe than
who?
Hey, we've got this guy who opens probably. Granted, I've heard that
what do you mean
they're talking about going back into brand exclusive pay-per-views.
Which sure.
But still, if I'm watching SummerSlam and the World Heavyweight Championship with that gaudy, god-awful belt, as we're getting an NXT Anonymous video of,
it could be a
someone getting attacked.
It could be.
But if that opens the show and then Roman ends it, does Roman not feel X amount superior?
Yeah, but that's our assumption. What if it was Brock closing the show because he's the champion? What if it's a backlash and you have Edge versus Seth for the world title and Roman's not even there? That's what they're building here, and that's what that's what Triple H. Who is beating her up?
I don't know who got attacked by who in that whole segment.
Was that the Twitch girl?
I don't know, and I don't care. Himmy crack corn, and I don't care. Himmy retain the belt, and I don't care. But I've got Femi coming out right now at 6'6", 310 pounds. They're pointing out what he squats, what he does for a clean press, and for
a couch press too.
So they're making this man of athletic Mark Henry.
But at least they're selling us on this guy. I don't get the whole furniture tossing, but they're selling us on. Oh my God, this guy's getting more more appreciation than Jay White did going to fucking AEW.
But almost at times though, when they do stuff like this, should that not be more of a thing? Like, how much do they benefit being on NXT versus if they jump onto the main roster and it becomes sink or swim? Because, in that the main roster at this point seems pretty shallow, to be honest.
I don't think it's shallow. I think you've got a lot of people that people are complaining we're not seeing. Drew, Carrion. I don't think they're shallow at all. And then he would I think you just lose him.
You got 3 hours, and an hour of that's a promo segment, I feel.
Uh-huh. That's not going to change. But that doesn't mean the roster is shallow.
Fair enough.
But I think
it's just seeing these. I guess this is the Vince McMahon in me. This is the big beefy boys here. Of literally, you got this man yeeting somebody across the ring, and he's gonna just be a mid-card guy every now and then in NXT. Then you just end up like Odyssey Jones, though, of just if you had Odyssey Jones versus Bronson Reed, and that was setting up as a contenders match for the U.S. title, you telling me that's not a good match?
No, I don't think it's a good match. I think Odyssey Jones has a lot to figure out. I don't need to see that match yet. And same with this guy. Like, I know nothing about him. For him, and you said mid-card in NXT, they're building him up like he's going to be a guy that chases down a Carmelo or a Braun. That's how I feel about him right now. They're hyping him.
Fair enough.
I think.
No, you're fine. I may be coming at it from a different angle, from the wrong angle. I'm fine with that.
I think what you said a couple times is it's almost like presumptions. Like, well, this guy's just going to end up in the middle. Why? We don't know that yet. They're building.
Touche. Like I said, I might be coming at it from a wrong angle, so I'm fine with that. Sometimes, we that's what we do. One of us comes with an angle a certain way, and then we just realize, all right, no, you're right. All right, shit, I didn't think about it that way. Fine.
Why is he wearing soccer shin pads?
Don't even start with that, because AJ wears kick pads and everything else like that. You're not a cool, high-flying wrestler if you don't wear kick pads.
There you go. Who is this guy? He is the furniture mover.
I don't even know how to come back after that. I was ready to talk about RVD with his fucking starting the wave of kick pads, and you're out here calling this man the furniture mover like he works for Lowe's or Home Depot or something.
He's fucking terrible at his job. He broke every bit of that furniture.
This man has nothing but -5 5-star reviews as far as the moving service.
Oh. Whoever's wrestling him looks decent. That was an all right kick. Oh, but Femi, we didn't even take a prediction on this one, guys. It makes no sense.
Well, yeah, no, I remember his name kind of. He was in NXT UK. Of CJ's probably screaming at his screen right now. Like, his name's so-and-so. Back check his elbows out. Discus, elbow, and damn did he plant this man. Like Nikita, but because she's injury prone, they might not draft her until next year. I think that's a valid statement. 2, 3.
Yeah, that didn't take much.
Not at all.
A weird match to have on Spring Breakin', though. And I think what we need to remember,
especially when we've got 15 minutes left allegedly in the show, and we've got the main event coming up.
Yeah, well, I think for me, I forget that it's just a weekly Tuesday show. Like, they're just, you know what I mean? Like,
that's I the got vibe they've given. That's what I like. Yeah, that's the vibe they've given.
It's true. Not wrong.
When's the last time TK did this one of his weekly shows, and you felt like, oh, this should be like an actual, attraction thing versus just, this is just the weekly show with some pomp and circumstance attached to it.
Does TK save those?
Oh, Gigi!
Oh, Gigi. Biggest
What's
pop
with
of the
the
night.
crimped hair, my girl? It looks like you lost a fight with a fucking waffle press. I'm gonna spend every day making your life a living hell. Pause.
I feel like Gigi would be better as a heel.
Yeah, because she was.
And she should,
I said it before, if Marty kicked Sean here,
yeah,
and they just have gone the complete other way with it. Oh yes, we have Mr. Dempsey here. Yes. Monaco Gentle, sir, out here with, Drew Galloway.
Oh, but why would Gigi take the time to explain, like, did she say my baby brother is coming to watch me kick your ass? What kind of weird fucking Pornhub shit is that?
Paige, Saraya. She's Paige. She's Saraya. No, it's the same shit.
Right?
Like, literally, remember when Saraya was debuted in AW and her brother was front row center? And spotlight on him.
Never got that guy over, no matter how hard everyone tried.
You couldn't get that man over with a fucking jetpack, with a fucking Apollo rocket, nothing.
Right? Nothing. Not a thing.
Not a thing.
Little Regal.
Yeah.
So when is that match happening?
Next week, I assume. But what's up with the interviewer's outfit here? But I've got the Tiffany Epiphany, the one who I think is leaving tonight, the new NXT Women's Champion, taking this match tonight. As I've got her.
You're taking Tiff tonight?
Absolutely.
We're gonna have a Tiff.
At least got the little bit of the tiki torches and so they spruced up the Full Sail Arena and everything. But
this is a main show entrance. I'll give her that. When they jump this to the big screen, it will translate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. 100%.
Dude, I'm sorry. I don't care what she looks like. The minute her mouth opens, I need to stop. It just makes it. My brain turns to fucking mush.
That's the point.
No, but I mean, even
I get it. Well, no, I've got a commercial about calm.com and everything out here trying to put me to sleep. So
there you go.
What?
32 years ago.
What?
32 years ago.
30-minute match against a 5'3", 340-pound luchador with kayfabe shattering moves. What are we talking about? What?
Keyshawn. What did Keyshawn say? We're on.
Well, now we got to backtrack through the fucking panels here. We got to run through the records here.
Then go backwards through the bullshit.
Right? Yeah. You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at. I'm moving.
You know what? I just it's funny, and generally I'm Mr. Positivity, and I'm all about kumbaya. But you have a guy come onto your stream like every night, and you appreciate it. You have him show some love. You appreciate it. And, you even tolerate him pretending to be something he's not, pretending to be a wrestler, and people kind of placating to it a bit. And then just go completely off the rail and be a complete fucking ass. And I don't get it. But anyway, moving on.
Yeah, see, I don't, my brain space is high end.
Yeah.
District, so, I don't, you got to pay rent. It costs to be the boss around here.
Sayonara.
Roxy or Indy for the win.
Oh, sorry.
I said the Jay White match should have lasted as long as the Femi match. You can have that one.
Well, Jay White basically looked like the jobber of the match until he won. He basically showed up in his match and just took all the moves that this lucha guy does. So it wasn't good for Jay White. It wasn't good booking. It wasn't smart booking. Again, it's cool on paper to some people. I don't know who, but people are, oh my God, Commander and Jay White's going to be amazing. And then Commander does some flips and they're like, 5 stars. Let's go.
We've seen Commander more times. At this point, I feel like I've seen Commander more times on stream than I have you or half these people in the comments. Because this man is on every single match. And I feel like every time I turn around, it's him and Vikingo getting booked for the next match. And they maybe add somebody else in it, or they add a different stipulation, or it's in a different promotion. But it's like, it's fucking Groundhog's Day of professional wrestling, I feel like. NXT ending at 10:08 p.m.
Sorry, I was muted, but I did want to respond to what you said, Nick. That, fuck, where we were going with that?
I was talking about Commander and
the problem with that, you were 100% right, because the Commander thing is every fucking Commander match looks just like the other Commander matches.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like we got to see like an array of his talent or the range of what he can do. No, we saw him do the same fucking tricks every match and then lose most of them.
Right. Rocco, by the way, Nick, early that reference you said on what movie that's from Arnold Fought the Big Show, Jingle All the Way. There you go. So it took you a hot minute. You had to Google it, but yeah, that wasn't exactly the line I was referencing. But yeah, that's one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. You had the Big Show and you had Vern Troyer. Wait, the detective hears about this. He's going to hit the roof.
Right? Sorry, we clicked on the same one. Yeah.
Commander should wrestle full Commando. Pause. No, we shouldn't. Roxy pins Indy. Indy gets drafted. Tiffany has a built-in rematch because she never got pinned. But she's not the champion. Indy's the champion. So she's the one that has the issue. As I've got Wesley and Tyler Bate backstage right now talking it out, and we're still technically 6 minutes before this goes off the fucking air with the main event happening. So anyone that has this on TiVo, you are SOL.
Anybody gonna watch? Like it's
right. Tick, 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 tick.
Where's Karrion Kross when we need him?
Right. Tick tock, tick tock. Yeah. That's the that's the thing. He moved up to the main roster, and ever since then, NXT's been running over time and just missing day, all this and that.
Sean, you're looking at the 6, not the 12.
You're looking at the 6, not the 9. Why?
Dusty could. I have a feeling. Is Bate gonna turn on Wes?
Is Bate gonna be on NXT come next week?
I think so.
Ooh. I've got Roxanne Perez coming out right now. So we're 5 minutes left in this show.
And we got 3 entrances.
And we still haven't even had the champion come out yet for the main event. Now I see why they had because you could have fucking restructured this. Still, I was about to say I know why they had this ended, but is it because if they had to cut it for time, they could cut it for time?
I don't know. But I'm gonna go Roxy. I know you're going Tiffany Epiphany. I'm going Roxy. I can't help but vote for her. She's adorable.
Oh God.
Not like that, like literally, like she's just such an adorable baby face. The only way I can describe her, like she's just peachy fucking key.
He's just a little feller. Let's pause. Steve G, they won't reply. They never do. I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
No, neither of us picked Indy, dude.
No one picked Indy to win the belt to begin with, so I'm not surprised.
Yeah, fair enough.
What a wrestler's thighs were wider than their torso. What are we on about?
I know what I don't know what the context is, but I understand.
I don't want to know.
Dudes were big.
You can keep that to when we're not live, and you can talk about that privately. You can keep your shit amongst yourselves. Richard said, "I got no contester."
No contester.
Roxanne Perez for the win. Steve G says, "Indy."
There you go.
Why does Tiffany's face kind of remind me like Nikki Bella? Because, one had to have plastic surgery to look like the other. I'll let you decide which one you think it is.
I think they look.
I'll tell you what. It's not the one that's blonde.
I think it's just why? Because I don't know. Now, a lot of people praise Tiffany only being 2 years deep.
I am 100% I am a fan of the Tiffany Epiphany.
I
think she leaves here tonight as the champion. I know initially we sandbagged it and I hated the gimmick and everything because it screamed of Vince McMahon. But now seeing her week in and week out and what she can do, and like I get it's a nails on chalkboard gimmick. That's a bit of the point. So,
but it is her, so it works.
And that's the thing is I dig it. She looks super athletic. She looks like she could be out there and do everything. It's not one of those she's got a brain dead gimmick, but also looks like, a strong breeze could knock her over. She looks like she could whoop your ass, but she's also going to wear nothing but pink for a month straight.
We tried bodybuilding, but it was hard. So she only lasted like 12 weeks.
She didn't like when it got sweaty.
Ew, I'm sweating. We got a commercial. You are not allowed to go to commercial with 3 minutes left in the fucking showtime.
Right. See?
Bullshit.
Win and new. So see, Curtis is out there with me.
Tiffany for the win. She does look like $1 million. I will give you that. I mean,
I like this. Is Roxanne taller than Commander? Debatable.
She's taller than Adam Cole.
Oh! She ain't got nothing on Swaggle, though. Giant. Him and Bivens, the Twin Towers there.
Mm-hmm. Tony Bucket, Hornswoggle versus Adam Cole.
Oh, so here's a question for you specifically.
Uh-oh. Who's better, Stratton or Jade? Jade. By a fucking country mile.
I think they meant Cora, not Jade Cargill.
Oh, Cora? Oh, yeah. Cora Jade.
We're talking NXT, my guy. You just
Tiffany Stratton better. I like Tiffany Stratton better than Cora Jade. I think Tiffany Stratton is more attractive, more built like a full-grown lady. Also, I think she is more true to an authentic character. Cora comes off fake. Cora to me is like Sasha Banks II.
Oh,
yeah. She'll go somewhere, but she'll always be underrated in her mind.
She'll go somewhere, but she'll always be under.
Yeah.
Pause.
Everyone, you know how many titles Sasha won? Yeah, but they don't let her keep them. None.
Ronnie, yeah, she'll hold them for a hot second. Ronnie saying, I got Tiffany Stratton winning. I'm sorry, she's a new Mandy Rose. But you didn't need a new Mandy Rose. You had Mandy Rose.
Right? Well, she's Mandy Rose without the gratuitous stuff that they don't like.
Fair enough. Well, I'd like to see one here. If you must be at least this tall to wrestle. Yes, you must be at least this tall.
No, you don't. Not anymore.
Larry, I like Miss Epiphany. So that's the thing is, oddly enough, it gets over as a heel. It works. It's so weird that you either don't have a character or you have such an over-the-top character, I feel, with NXT that Tiffany Stratton's managed to find that happy medium to where she's something you pay attention to when it comes to NXT.
When she first got to NXT and she was doing the daddy thing, it sucked because she was trying to turn up the Valley Girl vibe that and daddy pays for everything, and it was fake. It was really fucking. Now she's still kind of in that mind. All they did.
Why is Indy wearing a Hooters girl fucking waitress outfit? By the way, just saying.
Is she really?
Dude, look at her ring gear and tell me it doesn't look like there's some dude with a neck beard waiting to take a picture with her while he's snacking on chicken wings.
That's true, actually.
Just saying.
Hilarious.
I will have an epiphany if Tiffany loses. Well, just keep it to yourself. That's all that we ask.
Don't make
That's
a mess.
All that I ask.
Don't make a mess during that epiphany.
Just keep it to yourself. That's all I ask.
Tiffany.
Yeah, with the double clothesline from Indy. And tell me, dude, you don't see what I see.
Do you see what I see? When you're talking Indy?
With Indy's gear.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Fair enough.
But before she rolled out, yeah, she definitely looks like,
I want some goddamn chicken wings now. That might be the vitamins, but I've got Roxanne Perez right now with roll into a small package.
I'm waiting for the rest of the other members of fucking Bring It On to show up and start cheering.
You ain't got no alibi. You ugly.
Which is ironic. I did sing that earlier. That's funny as shit.
Right.
About the damn belt.
Well, that shit is true. So.
Oh, I like it, bro.
Yeah, and so does
some people. Some people like Corvettes. Some people like Ferraris. I'm okay with the look of this belt.
Polish a turd. It's still a turd.
But if I like it, I like it.
Fair enough.
I know it's not a fucking Burberry scarf with some gold.
No. I don't want to go into this whole thing right now. It's late on a Tuesday night, and we beat that fucking horse already to death. I feel.
I love it. I like the Burberry belt a lot. I like that he did that.
It's not even the Burberry belt thing. Is to me, there's a lot more belts that I would
ugly as shit.
ever like. That's a fucking 2K23 Creation Center belt that got like more down votes than it did up votes and everything like that. And they decided to fucking run with that thing.
I don't know, but I've seen more positive feedback than negative.
Yeah, because everybody likes to fucking get on their knees. I don't know.
Generally, I think people just like to be like, it doesn't matter. It's like when a new band comes out with an album, they're like, this album's shit. A new movie comes out, it was shit. What's this? A new thing? Shit. That's why all they do is make remakes.
To me, a good chunk of why I don't like it is because of the everything external with it. Like, even beyond, I have like, it already looks ugly to me. And then you add on everything on top of what comes with it, and it's a waste of my fucking space.
But this is what we wanted. We wanted a Raw champion. We begged for it. So I don't get what this. And now people are like, "Well,
you just get the same belt in different colorways. Just take that and be happy."
So you would be okay with a Raw champion?
I would prefer that, honestly. I would take that and prefer that.
But why? What does it matter what the belt looks like? At the end of the day, like, we're gonna get a new champion. That's what we wanted. So why does he could come out with a fucking? It could be a fucking giant golden dildo as the fucking thing. I don't care. He's still.
Bro,
we're gonna compete for fucking the championship.
No, we're gonna be here for another day and a year if you're going down that avenue with it.
I don't get why. Like, I get that you don't like the look. I don't get why you don't like the situation.
I don't like them all combined.
What's all combined?
A new belt and the situation causing the new belt. You're telling me that Roman Reigns' belt is now on par with that?
That's how they're selling it. Yes, that's the thing. So Roman,
they can sell it that way. That doesn't mean it works that way.
But Roman's on a different show. Now we're moving forward. Like, that's what we wanted. We needed a brand split. So we got it, and now we're finding reasons why we don't want. So what? We just keep it the way it is now and not have that belt at all?
Honestly, yeah. I would have rather kept it that way, as I've got Tiffany with a swanton on both women on the outside. I would have kept it to where neither show has a exclusive champion.
But we bitched
and
about
you
that
have a world champion.
But you were right beside me, like had the same issue. Like, man, it kind of sucks, and like USA gets nothing, and they're trying to build up the mid cards, but we need they finally gave the fans a champion on Mondays. I think that's what's been asked for a long, long time. So I don't think
anyone was asking for that until ever since
for months.
With Roman and Sammy, they were asking that. They were sitting there, they were clamoring on Monday night. So we need a champion.
Is Indy real hurt? She's being attended to.
I don't know. The last I got was talking about of this situation. So
no, not happening. I think Roman's going to get a new belt. I think they're going to get rid of the 2 big W's.
He gets the real big Goldie. That's why they gave everybody else the Wish.com version.
I think they're going to go with the with a version of the old double wing belt. I really do.
The winged eagle.
The winged eagle is.
But would you not go the original undisputed championship route?
No, because the WWE title has lineage, and they want that lineage to stay with Roman.
But his lineage for the 1,000 days is with the Universal title. That's the only lineage that one has is the big W in the center.
I think we're going to see the death of the Universal Championship.
But then you kill Roman's 1,000-day reign, technically.
Nah, you know how they do. You know how they do.
History.
Oh, they'll tailor it every way they want it to tell it. But I do think they're going to dissolve them. I mean, it only makes sense at this point.
Backpack stunner from Roxanne onto Tiffany.
Everyone's looking at Indy. Like, I think Indy might legit be down and out.
That's a shame, though, because she's kind of had that weird kind of look. As well, you even see fans that are looking like the hands on the mouse, the shock and awe kind of look. So
why not just strip Roman of his other belt? But now you don't have to strip him. Like, that's the thing. Like, we even talked about going into Mania. Like, if he loses, if someone pins him, it takes the luster off this run. Yeah, he was champion 1,000 days, but he lost the 1 belt. No, you can't have him lose. You're not taking anything from him. He has earned to be. He is the fucking modern day Hulk fucking Hogan, and that's just the way it's built now.
Tiffany rolls through. She's got Roxanne up.
No.
Got her up on the shoulders. No. Well, Steph, especially if they're having to call this on the fly, if Indy's out, because I know we talk about at times with 3-person matches, triple threat matches. It tends to be kind of 2 people go at it and 1 person sits out on the outside.
Yeah, I hate that.
Indy's been outside. She's gone for a cup of coffee. She's out there doing some DoorDash. She's out there working Uber. She's fucking gone.
Based on all the fans looking that way, I'm convinced that she is hurt.
I missed the spot that would have caused that, though. So that's why I'm like,
it was on the outside of the ring spot.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they will be able to pick. I imagine you'll be able to pick what belt you go after, like the old days.
Oh, 1, 2, 2 count, as we're already 9 past the top of the hour here.
There we go.
KJ Nick, do you all think Enzo will sign with AW since he was let go from MLW?
Another shit show to that brand? Perfect.
Well, I was going to say when you get released out of WWE because of your attitude and then you still allegedly have the same situation going on in MLW, why do we want to see AW be a fit?
Put Enzo in the same locker room as Sammy and the Bucks and Jericho.
I mean, if you want to bring back as a tag team and you want to bring back, I am the smack talker, Skywalker, and I got a Mike Saber for a cup of haters and everything. 100% that will work. He'd instantly show up and be the top 3, top 5 best on the microphone in that company.
So. And dude, I'm telling you, all Tony has to do is pay for that sound that used to open their entrance, the whoop whoop whoop, whoop. And then whatever plays after that would be fine. But the minute people hear that reverb, they're gonna fucking lose it.
You just gotta do some DJ shit, and my name is Enzo Amore.
Out of nowhere.
Indy coming back out. She's pulling the Mick Foley of Hobbly Wobbly coming back out here. 1, 2. I was about to say, if she just won that off of literally, I just stumble out here and just roll into a pinfall, because that's all she's doing, is just literally, I pin you, no, I pin you, no, I pin you, I pin you. Someone's got to let me win, right? No.
Right. So close.
Well, Ronnie, I halfway almost called it there. What if Indy playing possum?
Dose.
When you thought she couldn't move slower in the ring, she somehow managed to find that physically possible. 1, 2. Is this what it looks like when they rehearse a match before they go live and everything?
That's what this looks like. Yeah. That's what this 100. I was just thinking that, man. Are they practicing and they don't know they're live on the main event?
Right. Sweetheart, you're still on air.
It's Indy trying to sell her foot, but it just fucked up a good match.
She's trying to sell her back, her foot, her knee.
My back, my neck.
Oh! Indy was supposed to pull the ropes, but she didn't. As Tiffany hits the moonsault, that's why she shifted herself around to pull Tiffany.
Yeah.
So this is going to be where Indy can hop along here.
You know what it was?
It's the win.
She hobbled back.
No way. No fucking way. That's how you end the show, with a fucking turn and a punch bowl. Wow. She saw her foot, her ankle, her cankle, her fucking knee, her shin, her fucking elbow.
When did she start using the fucking hidden blade?
Because when you can't do your own shit, you copy other people's shit.
Right.
So I feel like some people can attest to that, but yeah.
Indy favoring her ankle. I thought she was legit hurt. Like, she sold it a shit ton.
Boo earns though. That's how you end this. You're telling me when you had the ending of the World Heavyweight Championship match in your back pocket and you gave that away at the top of the first hour here, and this is your run over? Is this because you thought that people's DVRs wouldn't have caught the ending and you had to make sure they got it?
I don't know. I don't understand quite. I agree with you.
Are you anticipating the Jim Cornette fast forward here?
Looks legitimately hurt, man. Like, maybe she went back and she was like, I'm really hurt. They're like, you have to win this. Get back out there. Like,
we literally have no other storyline. One of these girls has to get drafted, so they can't have the championship.
By the way, beautiful moonsault by Tiffany. Beautiful.
Right. Tiffany is fantastic. And then we have this fucking Hooters waitress who realized she's still on clock for her fucking shift that had to come out and pick up the win.
She did slow down the match quite a bit. I get what they were trying to do, but I felt like it was
her versus Chris Jericho in a will time stand still match.
Well, no, what I felt like it was very similar to like Orange Cassidy selling his hand last week.
We went all the way to the docks with these dudes, with Tony and Hastax, and this man couldn't put on a shirt, nothing. I know it's warm out. We're into late April, early May. Spring has sprung. We're spring breaking, but my God, man.
They're ending the show with the death of Pretty Deadly.
When did NXT become TNA Impact?
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's how you know they're going to the main roster, if they're literally getting killed off.
And still, your women's NXT champion, Indy Hartwell.
Indy Hartwell.
Now that's funny.
So does Pretty Deadly debut on Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown, an entirely different gimmick?
Yeah, new gimmick. They show up.
Yeah, the Maximum Male Model. What, you didn't even see him? You just heard a lot of talking. What the fuck?
I think they got out.
This film has been. Oh, I'm getting the lead into another movie. I was about to say. Well, I thought it was what talked about NXT. Of this film has been modified from its original version.
Yeah, no shit. All right, so Pretty Deadly is gone. I think they show up as like Malcolm and Michael, and they're part of the fucking ridiculous. Nope.
Am I getting Jurassic Park right now? Yes, I am. I literally just got excited because I'm getting fucking Jurassic Park following NXT.
There you go. So, folks, Luchasaurus up next.
Run faster. Definitely must run faster.
8.5 out of 10 from Damien. Folks, if you are new here, we take a rating out of 10 for all the shows.
I was going to say, listen, through all the fucking shit we've been through tonight,
right?
Everything, I'm going to be happy with fucking clever girl showing up on my fucking screen here with Jurassic Park.
Isla Dawn.
Right. Speaking of NXT, we've got Isla Dawn showing up.
Let's go. Swimming with the fishes. Yep.
Right. 6 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. I'm just reading through them.
8.
7.5 fishes out of 10. 7 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Daniel, you showed up on the back end.
Drafted.
You sneaky. Well, if you want to see who got drafted or anything like that, you need to get into our if you want to see how much, we hold up compared to the WWE draft, and especially it's NFL draft season. We've got a WWE draft season. Everybody's doing mock drafts. We did our own. If you got to see who wins host versus host, strap on and strap in. Even though I'm out here, I guess, more in the red colors here, and you're out here more in the blue colors, but we were switched sides here.
Right. It's all right. What do you think of this match next week?
Next week, Joe Coffey versus Joe Gacy. Ooh, so it tells me Joe Gacy's not getting drafted.
No, I don't think so.
Or if he does now, so is it one of those of they get drafted and the draft doesn't take effect until after Backlash?
I fucking hate that shit. Don't do it then. Do it the Monday after Backlash.
Well, and then you even have people, which, by the way, I know we did our mock draft episode, but I saw homie SRS there tried to do one and didn't pan out so well here. To where everybody sits there and you play within their rules? Do you make up your rules? Do you sometimes you just gotta go with what feels right here.
Right.
No one can predict what they're gonna do with their draft rules.
That's what we should do, is like a legit prediction draft where we just really follow what we think is gonna happen.
Oh my god. So with my first 10 picks, I select
7.5 fishes, 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 from Daniel. Welcome. 7 out of 10 as well. Waller versus Hayes was the highlight. 6.5.
Yes, and it was mid-show.
Still weird, Nick, right?
Right.
Fightful and Sean Rossap pulled a huge clickbait and sent out a notification saying new champ. Super annoying. Oh, wow.
Well, that's why you need to be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe with us, because we got you covered with anything and everything. Literally, our shit is we're live enough of literally there's no other way to cover this than we're legit live. So
and it's real and it's authentic.
Our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is authentic. That's it, folks. Have a good night.
Right? 5 + 5 -3 out of 10. Why are you making
-5 stars? So you go with a Mike Adamle there.
All right. Pretty Deli going to the main roster. I like that one. Pretty Deli.
Pretty Deli. You want a chopped cheese?
Chopped cheese theaters. The first who gets killed, JP, told everyone he knew. What?
Oh, he's talking about Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I was like, JP, I was like, wait, no, you're literally talking about Jurassic Park. I mean, we'll go into a whole different conversation here. We want to talk about Jurassic Park.
Right. Unbroken says 7 broken couches out of 10 cankles. See you tomorrow on Dynamite. Zoe
I like somebody pointed out, too, about me mentioning cankles and all that. I'm like, the fuck?
Right.
Yeah, don't get worked, folks.
Don't get worked. And Braun getting drafted, I don't know. He seems pretty intent on having an issue with Carmelo. He might not get drafted yet.
Well, no, I will say this right here, though, folks, of 100% don't get worked. If there's, plenty of other channels out there that often imitated, never replicated, never duplicated what we do and everything like that. If there is no other channel out there that gives you the most up-to-date wrestling coverage of we're here covering anything and everything, not just on the big two, not we just show up when we feel like we want to show up or anything like that. We sit there and put time and effort in everything that we do, but there is nobody out here that does what we do. So be a friend, tell a friend, like, share, and subscribe. So 100%, if you see somebody else out there doing what we do, don't get worked. You know where it came from. You need to find the source of it. Why?
By the way, if you guys can see that new little feature that makes like the little hearts bubble up, everybody blow that up right now. I haven't seen it in action.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a little thing on YouTube now where like there's like you click like almost like a Insta Live where little hearts or emojis. I want everyone to blow it up.
A day late and $1 short after Valentine's Day here and everything. We're out into fucking almost April, May here. Vitamins, yes, 100%.
Nick's on a tear now. He rolled it.
No, stop me. Help me, please. Help me, please.
I gotta kiss myself.
I'm out here like James Brown here. I just need somebody to run out here and throw the cape on me and everything. Stop me, please. Help me, please.
Zoe and Roxanne appear to be drafted next. I don't know about that yet. I don't know. We'll see. Time will tell. I see. Oh, look at the emojis. They're cute. Carmelo Hayes and Braun Breaker just got announced for NXT Championship at Battleground May 28th. There you go. That doesn't mean someone doesn't get drafted.
Well, touche, but still, Damien out here with all of the latest scoops, all of the hopiums and vitamins and everything's of sometimes, it's debatable of whether it's fully accurate, but I might have to trip down there. We'll see.
Trip down. Okay. Well,
no, because battle rounds.
Oh, that's
in the area, my guy. Oh,
in the area.
We'll have to see what the attendance there looks like,
All right. Zoe and Roxanne got that one. Carmelo Hayes. And that's just about it. I think Braun is jealous of Carmelo and it will never end. Well, it's going to come to an end at some point. Now, Carmelo went over him once. Usually, like the rule of thumb with NXT was the champ would take 2 losses and go. And I think the exception was Joe and Shinsuke went 3.
Yeah, but does that not become, though, does Braun Breaker and Carmelo become the next kind of storyline that moves up to the main roster and then gets another 2 to 3, like gets that A&E Rivals video package there?
Yeah, it could. You're right. Like they kind of move up together. They're already, always kind of crossing and weaving with each other kind of thing.
Right. They're literally the definition of a 2-man bob and weave.
Yeah. That was like a hybrid NXT pay-per-view. Yeah, it really was.
Facts. Perfect.
There was some very big pay-per-view moments, Nick, and then some very regular TV moments.
Exactly. 100% of literally, I cannot put it any more better of literally 5 fucking 10 on 10 perfect of. We were talking initially towards the start of that, if this feels like something we would watch on a Saturday, and then there was a bunch of moments you're like, no, yeah, it's still a Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's still a Tuesday. And then it pull you back the other way.
Right.
That's a 10 on 10 perfect comment there, I feel.
I like it. I like it a lot, folks. That was our NXT stream tonight. That was Spring Breakin. We thank you for being patient through some of the technical issues early on, but we still pretty much got to as many comments as we could. I know it was a little clunky back and forth, but we ended up back and going an hour strong without any issue. So
that's how you know we live, goddammit. That's why we're the tag stream champions of the world.
That's it. We will be back tomorrow. Dynamite. Tony's got another announcement. Now, they didn't say announcement. They said we'll hear from him. So that's the new plan. Trying not to overhype everybody. But we got that tomorrow. We got tennis. We got a whole bunch of shit going on. Adam Cole's supposed to be there. But Dynamite. Thursday, we're back for Impact. Friday, we got the doubleheader. Folks, it's been fun. Whole bunch of people showed up tonight. The chat was alive. Tell your friends. Go check out all our social medias. Join us out there. And guys, the land of wrestling positivity and fun is right here. Nobody covers it like we do. Nick, that's all I got tonight.
Roman got to the island of relevancy. We got the island of positivity. And still, YouTube DAG stream champions of the world 100%, because our shit is real, our shit is raw, our shit is all authentic. When you talk about that wrestling, you better put that forward life with it. Peace.
See you on the flip side, folks. Back tomorrow. Bye.